Hi, I'm Beckie Belote. I am a creative memories advisor and I help people with their photographs. It's about getting their photos off those phones, out of those boxes, and into their lives. And I do it in a really super fun way where we do classes, beginner classes. Once you're really into it, we have workshops and retreats where you stay 1 day, 2 days, 5 days to just get really caught up on your scrapbooking projects and bond with ladies all over the country. And I build teams. I build teams of women that can be me, all over the country, because this is so important to me that we can reach as many people as possible to send the message out that you need to print your photos and you need to get them in your life and into the laps of those little ones. My sales team, we have retreats, and this is one that we did in Virginia Beach, where we not only train, but we also have scrapbooking time and girl time. She's from Illinois, she's from New Mexico. These ladies are from South Carolina, so it's really fun to connect with people all over and make friends. It's just fun. It's fun. There's nothing like being with other women and being able to talk about our kids and being able to, for those of us that still are blessed with our spouses, the things that drive us crazy about them. We can always say that with other women. People do albums where it's a special event, like maybe a Christmas album where they just do Christmases every year. Some people, have a special vacation. Most of my albums were chronological, where I just, it's my life as it happens. This is kind of an example of what I teach. It looks crazy hard, but we have something called simple kits. That are crazy inexpensive, and you can open up that simple kit and throw something together like this in 15 minutes. Anyways, here's one also that was made from a simple kit. It was at Christmas. My favorite part of doing this is to remember to tell those stories, because I think a lot of times, you look at the photos and until you read the stories, you forget really how amazing something was or what was so special about it. We've got to record those stories because we'll forget. I can't even remember where my keys are, much less, a story that could be valuable, that could give my children hope. What I don't think people realize is that scrapbooking in general is it's one of those special gifts that you can give your family. It's about being able to pass down to generations stuff about your family values. We are tasked to mold these kids, and I think, sometimes writing when kids can't hear us, they hear, "Where is my socks?" Go put on your, brush your teeth, make that bed. You're hearing all of these things, and kids don't hear what you want them to hear. Sometimes the written word is just so powerful. In fact, I just got back from a trip. It was actually an all-expense paid trip to Cancun with my husband. We had an amazing time, but while there, we did a little yoga, and we met this sweet girl that was doing these classes, and she said it was going to be her birthday that weekend. And lo and behold, the next day, she was at the pool where I was, and she realized there was a lot of us creative memories people around, and she just made the comment to a group of me and my team about how important what we did with folks was. And she told a story of how recently she was going through old boxes and she found a baby book that she had made for her grown son. And she pulled it out. It was dusty. She said she'd wiped off the dust, and she called her son in to show him the book. And she was just, going through the book and showing, telling him how they had to go through all kinds of struggles to get pregnant when they were planning to have him. And it showed, his birth and all the special things they did, all the things she kept track of, all those firsts. And she looked up at her grown 24-year-old big football tough guy, and he had tears rolling down his face, and he said, "Mom, I thought that I was an accident. I've always thought that I was an accident." And then she went on to say that her son had some attention deficit issues, and that life growing up was maybe not always cheery in the house, that sometimes things were tense. And this child had grown up feeling like that maybe he wasn't loved, and that this book really sealed the deal for him, that he is loved. And I think that's one of the things our albums can do for our families.